Are you a real estate agent, realtor, investor, or are you in the real estate business and you need new listings and deals? We have a solution for you, and that solution has guaranteed results. How much would you pay to get face-to-face with a homeowner that wants to sell their home? What if you also got their email address and daytime phone number? And what if this homeowner also scheduled you to come to their door at a set time to meet with you? Sound too good to be true? It isn't. And it is 100% guaranteed for you to meet face-to-face with a real homeowner who really needs to sell their home. Not only will you get this remarkable contact system and its 100% guarantee, at no additional charge, you will get weekly coaching, documents, and training on how to get that homeowner and convert them into a new listing. When you purchase, you'll also get a one-on-one walkthrough so that you can start using the system today. Visit www.thelistingmonster.com. That's www.thelistingmonster.com. Or call Diana Ortiz at 213-706-0040. Stop wasting time the old way. Use a monster and get actual results today.
Welcome to the Honish Report, hosted by Lee Honish. The Honish Report is a look at the real estate market and creating effective marketing plans for realtors or investors to get new listings and deals. Your host, Lee Honish, has over 20 years of experience in real estate, banking, and marketing. Over the last 6 years, Lee has developed cutting-edge marketing and was named one of the most innovative marketers in America. With over 1 million views, Lee continues to be an advocate for the entire real estate community. Enjoy today's show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the California Association of Realtor Expo. I am Lee Honish. I am the creator of the Monster Marketing System. For those of you that are brand new, or if this becomes a podcast, whatever the case may be, I am broadcasting live to my coaching students, probably recording it later for a podcast, answering their questions. In theory, I have some guests showing up from a couple of the booths, but we will be answering questions. So, without further delay, we will start off with questions. First questions from Fred Howard, of the Fred Howard team, out of the South Bay. Fred asks, "How can I talk about how to use a team to pass out labels?" Okay, so for the brand new students on the call, theoretically, you've already been through your one-on-one, so you understand the concept is to put up a delivery label. Delivery label goes into a call center. Call center sends you an email with transcripts and your appointment. It's based on very selective data. I don't think I've shown any of you guys this. I'm going to share my screen with you and show you something from my current presentation, and I think it will be valuable to all of you. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how good the internet is here, but let's hope for the best, shall we? So if you look at your screen, I'm going to show you what the actual marketing funnel looks like. And I've been teaching this lately, and so my recommendation is, if you have not seen my presentation lately, perhaps you should watch it. So I have a basic formula to marketing, right? Time is equal to money. So this is going to answer your question in long form, Fred, but I think these slides are pretty powerful. Time is equal to money. So if you're using a team element or you're working this as an individual from a marketing standpoint, my time is equally as valuable to me as the money that I make. So when I'm doing marketing, I want it to be quick and efficient. So in a team format or in an individual format, parsing my time out is paramount, right? This might apply to you as well, Pete. So parsing my time out accordingly to a schedule is what's most important. So if I was building a team, wow, is that Yanni Ross? I really got to wear my glasses when I start to look around the room. So here is what I'm talking about. For me, I live a very structured day, right? I'll do a coaching call, I'll go put up tags, I'll do a follow-up cycle, I'll do some content creation for the web, and then I'll go pick up my daughter and I'll wait for my responses or my appointments. So if I was building this for a team, I would have someone specifically on an hourly basis doing nothing more than putting up tags. I think all of those calls should go into a call center. That is an effective use of time and money, right? Remember that the monster is simple and it's predictable, right, Fred? So if you hire someone on an hourly basis who does nothing more than going and putting up tags, it is a simple task that can be paid on an hourly basis. And for all of you using it on a one-on-one basis, like Gloria and Brenda, who are brand new to the system, you should take advantage. Sorry. I'm just responding to a text, trying to get you guys guess. Sorry. So what am I talking about here? So, Fred, is there a value in hiring somebody on an hourly basis who does nothing more than putting up tags? And they have to be a reliable person. We know there's going to be a 20% outcome to the tags they put up. That's the beauty of the monster, right? So the call center does its job. You still only have to pay about $60 a month. Let's say you're crazy and you're putting up a lot of monster delivery marketing pieces, right? Per day. Let's say you hire somebody to go put them up for 4 or 5 hours a day. 4 hours a day would probably get you in the range of 40 tags a day, somewhere in that range roughly. That is a predictable outcome. I should be getting at least 8 calls to my call center minimum, and I should be getting a minimum of 4 appointments. Now your next question is how to set that up for the team. I would then take those calls directly into you, Fred, and then parse them out and keep track of them individually, if that makes sense. The biggest letdown that I've seen when I consult with a real estate office or I'm building out a funnel for an office is that nobody keeps track of the leads. Nobody follows up with the leads. So here would be my advice, Fred. So I hire somebody to go put up delivery letters, right? They call in. You can do them on diversified data because you can have up to 5 different scripts. So if you get somebody who's better with expireds, cancels, probates, divorces, etc., you're diversifying your range. You increase the range of the home types that you want to investigate. What do I mean by that? So I'm not working just one type of home. I'm going all the way into Palos Verdes. I'm working luxury homes. I'm working low-end homes. I'm working fix and flips. I'm, whatever I can get my hands on. So the greater diversity with the most predictable level of data. So it's a specific. So if I have individuals that thrive and excel at certain types of conversion and data, right, then those are the people that I'm going to give those leads to on my team. People that are more comfortable with those types of leads. If that makes sense to you. So, how does that funnel lay out? For all of you, this is brand new. It's part of my newest presentation. This is how all marketing works, and this is technically how the monster works. So our goal is to get a listing, right? So you can plug in accordingly for a team or as an individual, but this funnel has to be met. Step 1, you've got to use very exact data, right? So I'm going to be as precise as humanly possible about the data and the data types. So the more you can narrow it down, the more specific you can be, which is why we tend to focus on notice of sales. It is our preferred method of data choice because they are the closest to foreclosure. Generally, real estate professionals and investors seem to hate anybody who's in default, and they're the closest to giving you a listing. And in the current market that is a legit bubble, let me help you out, that's the best data type. I'm not saying to ignore expire, cancel, probate, divorce. I'm just saying that by and large, the more specific the data is, then I know what the exact message is going to be when they make a response. The next thing after data is doing a form of marketing. We're all using the monster. The monster is a delivery method. It delivers you and it delivers your message to the homeowner, right? We all know that. We all know how it works. It is basically a very elaborate delivery company. It's going to generate a response. So plug in accordingly. You can, the response, you got to have somebody handle the data that comes in. So you are an individual. Somebody's got to go out and put up the tags. You are an individual. The response is actually handled by a call center. That's simple. And that's going to be your face-to-face. So again, each of these parts can be filled out by individuals or by one person depending on the level that you do it. From the face-to-face, you can generate a listing, but more than likely they're going to go into a follow-up sequence. That follow-up sequence can lead to a listing. So is there somebody doing just the follow-up, or you as an individual? So if all of you are wondering why there's a breakdown on why you're not getting a listing by using the Monster Marketing System, look at this funnel right now. Are all of these criteria met? If you're just doing it to this point of the face-to-face to a listing, here's my advice. That's where you're freezing up. The statistical probability of meeting someone for the very first time and converting them to a listing is ridiculously low. To give yourself a good chance, you need to follow up. That will give you the greater chance to get a listing. More than likely, you want to feed them back, and yes, I've done the video for it. You want to feed them back into your web element. Your web element can also be a point of generating new leads for you as well, and that'll lead back into another face-to-face appointment, which will ultimately lead to your listing. Your referral source also has to be met. This is something that all of you should be working harder on. In my humble opinion, cultivating past referrals and your current referrals. If you met with someone one time, they're now somebody who can refer more people to you, and that will generate a face-to-face appointment. I will leave this on the screen for you now. Ponder and gaze at its greatness. Did that answer your question, Fred? I'm going to scroll down and take a look. Suggestions on hourly rates. Yeah, that's a tough one. Diana used to pay tag delivery drivers per tag. I've heard all sorts of things. First of all, in my humble opinion, Fred, it should be a friend or a family member and somebody you trust. I don't know how many coaching calls we have all been on. Can we all agree on this one? I'm sure we've all been on this coaching call where somebody hired someone to go put up the marketing pieces, and remarkably, they don't get any calls to the call center, right? How many times have we heard that on one of these coaching calls? And the reason for that breakdown is really simple. It's because they didn't put up the tag. So honestly, if you paid someone whatever minimum wage is right now, plus, I don't know what is it, 20 cents a mile, 30 cents a mile? Do I sound like a jerk? I think Diana has a better idea, Fred, but you're opening your own KW. Yeah. Well, that's how you'd run it for the office. Look at the funnel, Fred. Screenshot it right now. This is the only way to get a listing in real estate today. This isn't me trying to put over the monster. I would change the word marketing to monster, wouldn't I? This is the true funnel for getting a deal. Anybody want to dispute it? I've been saying this at most of my presentations. This is the new Lee Honish part of the new Lee Honish presentation. What you're looking at is the effective formula for getting a listing. No doubt about it. No question in my mind. I'm going to have Hans over in a minute, Barbara. He's going to come over and talk, theoretically, just so I feel like I got some CAR element into the broadcast. Have I asked hard money on their interest rates? I've seen 8% lend up to 80% on ARV so far. According to David, Pete, here at CAR, David's already been here for about 3 hours yesterday. The most important thing for us as a group and for all of you is to have an investor ready to back so you can get 6% on your transactions. Remember, we're in a current market where having the listing makes you the valued partner, right? So you want to get both ends of the deal. In your case, Pete, your wife's writing up the deal and you're the investor on the deal. You can put yourself in a wholesale position and sub yourself out prior to sale with a different buyer. Sorry, drinking coffee while I record. I don't know if this is going to make a good podcast. Where's the expo? The expo is at Long Beach. I don't know if I said that.